welcome back. Kandi Burruss Tucker versus Marlo Hampton. The beef is in full effect. Marlo Hampton was on Carlos King and his podcast, and she was asked about the vibrating panties, and that kind of spawned into a whole diatribe about Kandi Burruss Tucker being the biggest whore in Atlanta, allegedly. Now, we're going to get into everything Marlo Hampton said, and we're going to get into Kandi's response. But here's my thing. I'm just a little bit confused. Because why is it that we saw in the trailer that Marlo was making Kandi work for her peach? We know Kandi is the highest paid but does the least, right? She coasts on by for 6-7 seasons at a time. It looks like this season we're going to disrupt that a little bit. And we see that in the trailer, Marlo Hampton is really coming for Kandi, calling her a whore, and she's fucked out, and she's this, and she's that, and she slept her way to the top. All of that stuff, right? But here's my thing. We see them in real time, in real life, doing TikToks and making reels and hanging out and inviting each other to their events. So the reason why I'm confused is because I don't know if these two want to beef. Do they want to be friends? Do they want to move on? Like, is this for TV? I don't know. I'm confused. Y'all let me know. So yeah, like I said, Marlo Hampton was on Carlos King and his podcast, and she said a whole bunch about Kandi Burruss Tucker, and I'm just trying to figure out where this energy was coming from. It started off with the vibrating panties. She said that the whole situation was disgusting, which it kind of was inappropriate. I mean, how is it that you're allowing other people's husbands to stimulate other women's coochies? Doesn't really make a lot of sense. But she started off with that and said that that particular instance was disgusting. Then it kind of went off on the deep end, and she said that Kandi Burruss Tucker needs to do more for the Black community. Now, Marlo, girl, the pot calling the kettle black. What the hell do you do for the Black community? Because you got more than me and a whole bunch of other people. So you can be doing more too, but I'm going to go ahead and let you have that, sis, okay? Says that Kandi needs to do more for the Black community because we already have enough babies and diseases. Ooh! Chile, honey. We already have enough babies and diseases. She says that Kandi is out in Atlanta, honey. Ooh! She said that Kandi is a fool and she sounds stupid. And I think this was pertaining to the whole situation where, you know, she was complaining that Todd was complaining about not having enough sex or something like that, but yet wants Todd to stimulate other women and their coochies. Y'all, I don't know what the hell going on. Marlo Hampton went on to say that Kandi is not off limits just because she advocated for Marlo to get a peach and just because she helped Marlo get a spinoff on WeTV. Okay, I don't know if you guys remember that. We'll talk about that in just a second. But just because Kandi advocated for Marlo and her peach does not mean that Marlo is going to be exempting Kandi from her wrath. Basically what she said. She said, you gonna work for this check, okay? Marlo said that she made sure that Kandi worked for her Bravo check because she gets paid the most and she coasts on by. She does the least, right? Bravo treats her the way that she is treated because she's been there the longest. But Marlo said, not on my watch, okay? In the words of Iyanla Van Zant, child. She said, Kandi gonna work for this peach, okay? You are not a Nene. You are not the star. She says, Housewives brought you back from the dead. Ooh. So I'm going to make it work, sis. I'm going to make it work. And that's exactly what she did. And guess what? I'm not mad at it, okay? Even though a lot of this stuff is probably not that accurate. I don't think Kandi is the biggest whore in Atlanta. I do think she has done some things. I feel like there is some truth to some stories. But the biggest whore, I don't know. She slept with everybody. I don't know. I didn't grow up in Kandi's era, so maybe y'all know information I don't. She said she needs to do more for the Black community. I feel like Kandi does a lot for the Black community. Y'all let me know, okay? But listen, Kandi had a response. She was at the B-Side Blues. I don't know. Jussie Smollett has a new movie out on BET Plus, which I find to be really interesting. You know, Jussie is my problematic fave, and I just love the fact that Kandi is taking out carving out time to support another Black gay man, okay? Another brother. We love to see it. But while on the red carpet, the Neighborhood Talk interviewer was so damn messy and brought up this interview with Carlos King and Marlo Hampton. Kandi basically in response said that Marlo is fake. And that's when her voice started trembling. Okay, and that's when her voice started shaking. And that's when Kandi started to get upset. Okay, you could tell Kandi was not playing. She said Marlo fake. She said Marlo gets on my mother effing nerves and she's tired of her BS. She says that she does way more for the Black community than all of those hoes combined. And I would have to agree. I mean, she says that she puts her businesses in the Black communities, giving Black people jobs. She does the food drives, and we've seen that on TV. She gives college tuition to college students, pays off their tuition for people that she don't even know. I believe it. I mean, she has the whole Kandi Cares little situation going on. So yeah, Kandi does a lot. And she topped it all off with Marlo got a show on WeTV because of Kandi herself. So how was you biting the very same hand that fed you, sis? Y'all, what the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? So honestly, they both have very valid points. They both have very valid points. I love the fact that Marlo Hampton is provoking Kandi in a way that's actually getting her to say and do things. I love the fact that she's making sis work for that check, because I love Kandi, but at the end of the day, she makes the most and does the least. That's just a fact. It is what it is. The newbies do all the work, and then they get rid of the newbies after a season or two. Meanwhile, Kandi does nothing, and she just skates on by. It's not fair. So I love the fact that Marlo is getting under Kandi's skin, because this is the sort of energy that we want to see. But at the same damn time, I just kind of feel like Marlo talking about she needs to do more for the Black community. We already have enough babies and diseases. I feel like that's taking it a step too far. I believe Kandi's sex positivity, although it can be a little bit in your face, I do think ultimately it is a positive message. The vibrating panties was a little bit much, but sex positivity is a positive message. So I don't think that she's promoting babies and diseases. I think she's promoting being comfortable in your skin, not the defenses. And not to say that she's not a whore or a hoe, or she's been f***ed out, or whatever the hell Marlo Hampton said. Okay, because y'all be telling me that Kandi slept with Jermaine Dupri and she slept with this person and that person and every producer child. I don't know. Y'all's words, not mine, okay? So, yeah, I don't agree with a lot of the things that Marlo Hampton said, even though some of it may be true. However, it was just a little bit too harsh for me, right? I love the fact that she's getting a rise out of Kandi. In Kandi's defense, I do feel like she does do a lot for the Black community, and I feel like Marlo is fake. So, listen, they both have valid points. Y'all got to let me know how y'all feel about the situation. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to create a great day.